Alrighty, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gaming with Gyozaplanet with very fatigued Gyozaplanet. Hello, that's me. As you can tell, I am not having the best time. And it's. Ay, ay, ay. So, quick rundown, or TLDR. I didn't. The spa thing has been moved to tomorrow because it turns out it was accidentally booked in like a completely different region of where I live, which is like several hours away, or I don't even know if it's in the same country. And the most of my day has been attempting to learn physics or revise physics and math. Physics was minimal success, and then afterwards I just realized there was effectively no point for me to study physics. I've already passed the class, and well, it's I've already passed the class, so I've passed the class, and also that means that the exam doesn't count. It only counts as bonus points. So even if I get like half of a question on the entire exam correct, and I get like a 0.5 at the end result, it doesn't affect my overall grade at all, because I would have to get better than what I currently have, which would require far too much studying to be feasible. Yeah. And since I'm not going to be doing it in the standardized exams later on this year, yeah, I'm effectively just writing it off. However, I also did a good amount of math, and yeah, I cannot tell you how incredibly annoying it is. Especially when you get one number wrong, which is mostly due because I have been sleeping incredibly badly these past couple of days. Mainly because I've been trying to study for the exams and stress. Well, admittedly, so the thing is, the math exam and the history, no, language exams were the only one that could actually, like, affect my grade at all. The other ones are basically just purely for bonus points. However, I don't really feel like disappointing my professors, so there's that. Then again, it is just me, and whatever. I've honestly stopped caring, so there's that. And then, yeah, my morning was mostly internet. Well, studying, and then I took a short break to do internet fixing because it is yet again on the fritz and not working. And I finally got it to work after dying like 8 times within 30 minutes whilst trying to play Fortnite. So I've had a very fun day so far. Yeah, no, it's been tiring. But yeah, I tried to play TABG earlier, and it was mostly just dying. It was a lot of dying. I did manage to land some impressive sniper shots, but it was mostly just running away, and then fights that were immediately third-partied by people who landed like 3 headshots in the first second of the fight. So, yeah, great times. Anyways, interesting. So I think the little false stun negation trick only works. Oh yeah, and then one of my games, which I was doing incredibly well on, and I could have won, was interrupted because I got flung up into the air, thanks to the like a collision with the wall, with the walls that close. I got flung up to the top, and I couldn't heal on the way down, and I landed directly in front of an enemy. So that was great. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully in these games we're gonna have a bit more luck. But yeah. You know, I was using the Beretta pistol for a bit, and it's actually pretty good. Like, actually, I'm going to pull up the numbers on my super fancy second monitor, which is my phone. I do not have the luxury of owning a second monitor. It would be cool, but I actually can't fit it anywhere. I could fit it on like the side here, but it just doesn't fit. No, but yeah, I don't have the room, and I also do not have the money, which are the 2 big reasons as to why that would. Let's go big work. TABG wiki. Hold on. I am curious because I do think that the Beretta can kill in 2 bursts. Rita? Yeah, it's not. Oh, we missed it. Whoops. Okay, let's land over here so we hopefully don't drop directly into the sights of an enemy with a gun. I mean, if they're just waving at us, that's fine. But if they're waving at us with the bullets, then I start panicking. MP44 kind of let me down earlier. I mean, it was mostly user error. But, yeah. Also, I'm not sure what's going on, but I've been having questionable results, and I'm actually thinking of just completely giving up on the 2x scope. Now you may be thinking, but why? Isn't it good for like mid-range combat and everything? And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But it also has a very annoying characteristic that's exclusive to it. Almost exclusive to it. Now, admittedly, all scopes have this. Oh, it's a minigun. Pleasant. Again, I think they popped a healing grenade. Okay. We need to get up here and we need to get to cover. Well, we failed the getting up here, but we are in cover, so that's good. Okay, they seem to have backed off a bit. Oh, nope. Never mind. Enemy spotted. Okay, so they have the minigun, so either they don't have a secondary long-range weapon. Nope, they do. I don't know what it is. I can't see him. I can't freaking see him, and I can't shoot him because of it. Ah, it's so dumb. I'm gonna need this decoy grenade. I'll run over here and then regroup. And yes, I see them up top trying to gun me. I mean, if we can just take him out with pot shots. Ow! Oh, that's 100% the VSS. You missed, dude. Oh, they're almost dead. Yeah, and they run away. Of course. Why am I not surprised, frankly? Oh, crud. So, they had a launch pad and they also had the airstrike blessing. Well, at least we learned that the missiles drop in the center of the zone and not on the outside. Which actually makes sense, I suppose. It indicates the blast zone instead of just being, like, the missiles. Anyways. Okay, how about we don't fail this section of the jump puzzle for once. There we go. And then, frankly, this part is kind of irrelevant. Oh, well, not entirely, actually, you made it. Rita. Poison. Wow. It's not capitalized, so it's not picking up. I hate fandom's search bar sometimes. Actually, fandom as a whole is a very bad website. Nope. It's not picking up, and that's an enemy with very bad aim. Lucky for me. Nope. Jumps. That's actually really good. Thank you, game. Yeah, this person can't hit their shots. That's great for me, frankly. Okay, we'll back off and we'll let poison damage do the work. And I'm also going to separate these because I would like to use the aim down sights feature of the pistol. It's kind of the advantage of the M1911. Nice, that's 40 damage. Oh. Yes, please. I much prefer that over the Glock. I'm gonna be honest, odd. It said downed and then killed. Except you normally can't get downed in hand cannon. Okay. Well, that went alright. So, anyways, as I was saying before, I'm actually kind of... Oh, right, I don't have recycling. That was before I died. So, yeah, the 2x scope. Now, you might be asking yourself, Gyozaplanet, why would you want to stop using the 2x scope? It's very effective at, like, that range, kind of. Like, from here-ish to there-ish. And, actually, I'll go grab it to demonstrate. That is true. That is actually admittedly very true. It's good for those kinds of fights. Except it has a really, really, really annoying caveat that makes it very, very... Well, it makes it a chore to use, basically. And that is a concept called scope sway. Sorry. Scope sway. There we go. Basically, what scope sway says, or does effectively, is that as you're moving, the scope on your gun bounces around. To simulate, like, realism. For whatever reason. Now, anyway, there's a couple of things. Number one, it discourages moving while firing, which is very good for sniper rifles. Because otherwise you would just have people pulling off Warzone 1 style trick shots, where they just run at you, dash up, and then, like, or... Ah! Okay, yeah, nice. Congrats, you landed good headshots. Yep, the VSS and the AK. Why am I not surprised? Anyways, actually, I'm just going to demonstrate in the firing range. Where are you? You and you. Here. And then I'll grab, like, a rifle to demonstrate or something. Grand, sure. So, as you can... Oh, this is the card. As you can tell, I'm looking down sights. But if I move too much or too fast, it goes black because it's trying to autocorrect. Now, that's just a lucky shot, but if I put on the 4x scope, there's none of this. Unless I'm doing like a full 90-degree sweep, there's almost no scope sway. If I'm just doing controlled movements, like I could go like boom, and then boom, and then boom, reasonably fast. Whereas if I do that, and then I just go there, there's like a huge circle overlap there. See? And admittedly, you can also use this 8x scope to get the same effect of the 4x scope with that reduced, reduced scope sway effect, except the zoom is a bit extreme. Well, no, actually, this is... Okay. It's like in between the two. I think this is mainly just due to the recoil of the gun. But, yeah, you get the point. And if we now compare the actual zoom effectiveness of the two... So, this is without it. It's the head of the enemy is more or less fits inside this. If we throw on the 2x scope... Okay, it's gone up a bit. Actually, we can still use that. It's about 1.5 times bigger than the enemy's head. If we do this, well, now it's like 2 to 2.5 times. So, yeah, basically, the 2x scope doesn't really have a point. You're better off using iron sights at that range, mainly because of how this game's insane, like, aim-down sights physics and gun system works. And... TLDR, I don't recommend the 2x scope on effectively any gun, frankly. Also, I'm going to do a bit of tuning, because I've been having not much success. So, this is the RawAccel. It's a very, very handy program, and I would recommend it for most things. But mainly what it does is it handles mouse acceleration. Specifically, different types of mouse acceleration. So, you have linear mouse acceleration, which is basically the faster I move the mouse, the faster it responds. So, basically, hold on. Basically, actually, I'm going to explain the numbers here. So, sensitivity multiplier, basically, what I think it does is that it says, like, here's what I give the game, here's what it's going to respond. So, if I put this at 2, if I move my mouse this much, it's going to move double that. Whereas, actually, here's a good example. I'm going to aim here, and I'm going to put this. Crud, hold on, lost track. It's kind of difficult to navigate. So I go here, and I'm going to do a full swipe with the trackball. I end up about there, which is actually this is very difficult to do. What happens if I do there, and I can get to the edge of the rock reasonably with one full swipe. Now if I go here and I do 2x and not 12x, I can go here, and then I get to the rock about halfway through the sweep, and then I get to about double that with a full sweep. So basically, it's taking the inputs. So it's basically taking what my mouse is giving the computer, and it's doubling it. Then this, the x to y ratio, which is very, very important, basically says, okay, basically what it's saying is, here's how far I'm moving left and right. And so x is left to right, y is up, down. And normally these are 1 to 1. So basically, if I did a full sweep of this, so from basically here all the way to the edge of the rock, more or less, it would do the same amount of distance, which would be about like that vertically. Except I don't have that because of the issues with the trackball. Moving side to side, I'm fine with. Moving up and down, I have to physically curl my thumb, which is a lot more difficult. So, to compensate for this, I have optimized it and used the YX ratio, which basically says that... actually, hold on. Wait a minute. What happens if I set this to 1? I'm curious. Oh, never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, whoops. Okay, so as it turns out, I have been doing this thing entirely wrong. So, what I thought it did was that it was your x and y, your physical coordinates. No, this turns out that just affects the ratio of how the program runs. Okay, let me try and explain this. Oh, that's so incredibly stupid. Okay, so basically what this is doing is this is just saying, this is the same thing like the sensitivity multiplier, but more or less how it affects the actual acceleration here, which I will set to classic. So, for example, if I do 2, what this is going to do is that as my speed gets faster, the program is going to progressively double that. As you can see, as this goes up, but it also has an acceleration. So the faster I move my mouse, it's going to be 2 times the speed of my mouse plus extra, which comes from the low acceleration statistic here. Rotation basically just affects the angle of your mouse. So if you're holding at a 45-degree angle and you set this to minus 45, if you moved it left and right, the computer would register it as left and right. This doesn't affect me because it's a ball. It moves in 360 degrees. Okay, well, this changes a lot, and it also makes me incredibly miffed, because as it turns out, I've been using this program entirely wrong. Well, that sucks. Anyways, then you have the different types of whatchamacallums. Well, different types of acceleration. So you've got linear / classic, which are effectively the same thing, which is just, it's a steady increase in acceleration. Basically, the faster you move, the faster you move the trackball, the faster the computer registers your inputs and then adds some on. You've got jump, which is a increase. So basically, whilst I'm under this amount right here, the blue, as long as this is under 15 input speed, whatever this, it's an arbitrary number, I think. Yeah, and then once it goes over that speed, it suddenly spikes up to be a lot faster. Now this is really effective if you tend to do something like flicks. Flicks are basically, in gaming terms, like wha-bam or wha-bam. Okay, you get the point. It's basically you have to rapidly snap onto a target. There you go. Let's say I'm aiming here and suddenly an enemy pops into vision. A flick would be flicking over, hence the name, to them and then shooting. That's a slowed down version, but you get the premise. This, for example, the jump setting would be incredibly good for that, because when you're moving normally, the sensitivity is relatively low. Okay, that's fine. However, if you need to suddenly make a huge movement to the right here, boom, I'm getting shot in the back, or my teammate calls out enemy. Ta-da! I can shoot him. Well, there you go. That's jump. Personally, for me, it's not very effective. Then you've got natural, which is a curve of some kind. I'm not exactly sure how this one works, but it's pretty effective. Then you've got motivity, which is an odd one. It's kind of like a gradual slope. So basically, yeah, I don't know how this one works, but it's been pretty effective so far. You've got power, which is, well, basically like a x squared equation, more or less. So then you've got lookup table, which is, do not use lookup table, because basically what it does is that you have to manually program your own mouse acceleration. It's a chore, and I do not know anything about it, so I will never be touching that one. We're gonna go back to motivity, and also I'm just gonna tweak with this, mainly because turns out my entire life is a lie. Well, that does not help my problem, though, but sure, we'll use this one. What happens if I drop this to 2.5? So yeah, fun fact, a lot of this is just egregious amounts of fiddling. Okay, weapons. Okay, so this one kind of just like, it's like a growth thing. So basically, if I'm, whoa, where did my mouse go? Basically, if I'm not moving that much, it doesn't move much, but if I move a ton, it's going to move incredibly fast. As if I drop this back to 1.5, the original numbers. So, see if I'm doing slow movements. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. I'm gonna do ding, and then ding. But if I need to, like, actually, I'm gonna go grab a gun with a ton of recoil. Because the main reason I use this, you might be like, what's the point of this? Why would you need mouse acceleration? Well, it has a couple of uses, mainly the flicks I mentioned earlier, and especially if you tend to do really fast movement, like tap strafes and etc. and such. Okay, and if we just disable this, hold on. Okay, and then if we undisable it, well, I have to reset it, but... Okay, how about we put this to 1.5, so it grows faster. So if you're curious why I'm just shooting these dummies, the main reason I use this program is to deal with recoil control, because being on a trackball, it's incredibly difficult to control recoil because of, as mentioned before, movement on the y-axis is not easy for me. So I have to accommodate. And as it turns out, this kind of program is excellent for that, because for guns that have a ton of recoil, you have to pull down really hard. And so basically what this does is that, imagine I'm drawing a line, and which is what recoil control is. More or less. So I'm drawing a line, and basically when I'm pulling down with the recoil to counter it, what this then does is that it takes that line and then amplifies it and then sends it back to the computer. And so then the computer reacts in accordance. More or less. Okay, look, it's not a perfect science, okay? And also, I've never used this gun. I do not use this gun because of the aforementioned atrocious recoil problems that it has. So. Actually, I'm curious how bad this is with the compensator. Anyways, point is, that's the main use of this program. I am curious, what happens if I draw double to like 10 or something? It changes something, I'm not sure what, though. Okay, I'm going to keep the compensator, but I'm not going to throw it on, because you want to have the same stuff for when you're doing testing. This is not working as well as it was before. What if I just dropped it to like 3? It seems a bit more controllable. I might be a bit loopy. Okay, it seems a bit better. How about if I bump this up to 4, and I drop this down to like 2.5? So yeah, literally most of this is just testing. I do see why people use this weapon though. It's very effective if you can land your shots. Okay, I'm gonna throw on the compensator though. I wanna see how much this changes things. I think that's really effective. Hold on. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, there's almost no recoil on this now. Okay, that's insane. Wow. Oh, wow, no, I'm out of ammo. Okay. Well, what happens if I, like, double this? If I go up to 2. And I take off the compensator, obviously. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna drop this back to 1.5. I'm gonna have this at 1.5. Bum bum. That seems to work fine. Sure, we'll keep that. Maybe we'll bump this to like 7.75. No, actually, why don't I drop this down to 1, for example? It's a lot more linear. Actually, so then we don't want that. Sure. Okay, I don't know. That looks good. Let's get back to gaming. So yeah, that's RawAccel, and it turns out I've been using this thing entirely wrong for a while, so that's wonderful news. Ah, jeez. Well, okay, so turns out that's not at all the solution I want to my problem. Oh, turns out there's a setting for Y sensitivity in the game all along, and I'm guessing I can just crank this up to like 66, or actually, can I? No, I can't directly input a number. And I'm guessing that's gonna. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you make sure to read the instructions, and also double check the game has settings before doing fiddling around with third-party apps, because it turns out stuff like that exists. Hey, at least we've got some people in this lobby. Well, yeah. Let me guess. Yep, and now I can look up and down easier, and that's probably gonna help with the recoil. So. Actually, there's 2 reasons why I wanted to adjust the Y setting. Number 1 of them is recoil control, because if you can't move vertically, recoil becomes an incredibly difficult problem, and it also becomes a problem with sniper rifles, so you're effectively stuck with shotguns and sniper rifles. However, problem number 2 comes along then, following enemies. Because enemies, seeing as this isn't a 2-dimensional game, people can go up, down, and around. However, if you're trying to use something like shotguns, trying to adjust for somebody going midair in an arc, if they, for example, jump here and then go here, 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 in an arc, if you don't have a high enough Y setting, you can't actually do that. Like, you'll still be following them, but you can't actually catch up to them, and during the entire time, they're shooting you, and then you end up dead. So, yeah. It's very important. Yeah. So it's important for tracking, and it's also important for recoil control, which are 2, like, absolutely essential skills in this game, especially with the whole hipfire thing. So, hold on. Small ammo. Let's see. I got the Wookiee working. So, nope. Let's see. What are the numbers on the Glock? Let's see. 25 rounds, 25 damage to headshot, 12 to the torso. It's got a pretty good rate of fire, but 0.35 degree spread. Wow, that's not really impressive. Let's see. Can I find the Beretta? Here we are. Okay, it's called the Beretta 93R. Okay, let's see. So, damage per bullet. Head 34, torso 17, and then upper limb is 13, lower limbs 8, so that's arms and legs. Shots per burst 3. That's absolutely a lie. It is 4 shots per burst. I think. Am I hallucinating? Who knows? So, actually, I know it makes sense if it's 3 bullets because it's 34 damage, so you could kill in 1 perfect headshot burst. Still, 17 times 3 is what? 17 times 3, 51. Okay, so it kills in 2 bursts of the body. That's actually not that bad. That's pretty good numbers. Admittedly, most of the time you're not going to hit the entire burst, so it's going to most likely take either an extra burst or the full magazine, but that's actually pretty good numbers for a pistol. That is, I want to, actually I'm going to check on the 1911 because I want to see what the range is. where is the range? There is no range number for this. Yes, suitable for close range. Yes, I'm very aware. M1911. Let's see, head 52, torso 26, and then max damage drop about 50%. So it goes down to 26 headshot. But I'm pretty sure the range is pretty far, so, you know. Yeah, so, anyways, that was a demonstration of how I handle recoil using trackball. Yeah, basically, TLDR, if you're going to use a trackball, keep in mind that it's kind of like, what's a good analogy? I had one before, but I forgot it. I suppose owning a cat or something? Yeah, it's very fun. Yeah, it's unique. And, yeah, it can make you happy and you can have good times with it. But you've got to, like, it's like the minute it enters your life, everything you do is going to change to revolve around it. So, heads up. Don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah. Anyways, what else? I have to say, this is an incredibly silly outfit. You've got coat with mins, a fox plushie, very what are they called? Very flowy shorts, and then duck shoes. Yes, the greatest warrior to ever patrol the land, Mr. Duck Shoes. That's so silly. Oh, we're getting a couple more last-minute people. That's nice. Yeah, I have to say, I am noticing an uptick in players. Like, it might just be the hours at which I play, but the game has actually started to get a bit more traction, I've noticed. Or maybe it's because everybody's, like, the end of school is arriving, so who knows. I still remember those first games where we would get, like, 5, 6 players, and maybe 13 on a good day. I wonder how much of those videos is just me talking. Like, there's no gameplay, there's nothing. It's literally just me talking as I run in the background. Anyways, let's get rolling. Okay, first off, Vector. Oh no, we're having internet problems. Well, this isn't good. Okay, so the trick with having bad internet in this game, or having, like, lag problems, is that no matter what happens, you always want to be the first one to start a fight, because in this game, it awards the attacker. So if, say for example, somebody is frozen in, like... Nice! Okay. Good job, Vector. Well done. Putting in work. Ooh, pistol. Yum yum. There we go. Bit of fancy parkour, and we get to roll. Nice. Bum ba dum bum bum. Also, I'm immediately swapping out the Barrett the minute I get. I don't condone it. Like, okay, yeah, you can use it. Yes, it's a strong weapon, but it's one of the power weapons. Well, it's one of the power weapons mainly because it can one-shot torso. It's 2 reasons. Number 1, it can one-shot kill torso unless you've got some kind of health up, and 2, it's got 10. Oh, actually, a couple more things. We traded. I did not expect them to have a shotgun. But good news is, or I didn't kill them somehow. Odd. I'm gonna go back city. Though. Well, maybe. Oh, never mind. I suppose I can go western. If I can make it through the jump puzzle. No, 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 no. Okay, well, we're going back into western, but with a curse. Which one did we get? Curse of Big. Okay, that's actually not one of... That's not an absolutely terrible one. It does make you an incredibly like, quite a big target. That's the name, Curse of Big, obviously. Let's see, how big am I in comparison? Okay, it's about a 50% size increase. That's not terrible, but it's also really inconvenient. Mainly just because A, you're an easier target, but B, it also makes parkour more difficult. Because you just end up getting caught on things. Anyways, here we go. Let's see, 1 kill. Yeah, no, so apparently that second shot on the enemy either didn't register or they had over 220 max health. Or, like, over 200 max health. Which is crazy, but it is possible. So I'm not saying I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it was good job on them. Yeah, so I can't even make it through these windows. I have to crouch down. That's funny. Ooh, nice. Submachine gun. Okay, priority number 1, we absolutely need to find an enemy. Or enemies to eliminate. If not enemies, then at least, yeah, sure, we'll grab the flintlock because we've already got a submachine gun. 2 poison blessings. Wonderful. Because that's obviously what I need. Yeah, this game sometimes. And then I have to, yeah, okay. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, it does make some parkour easier because you have more physical mass to like fling around. But here, we'll throw you on you. I'd love if I could find a non-BAR rifle. Epic recycling, that's good. Rare jump, yes please. Absolutely do not need 2 poison blessings. Okay, let's do some sorting. No, 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 yes, 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 no. Nice. I could run the auto revolver, but I'm not crazy, so. I mean, don't get me wrong, the auto revolver is fine, but it's kind of limited to whatchamacallit. It's really best if you run it dual wield because of the dual wield's inherent auto reload. So yeah, if you didn't know, when you're dual wielding weapons, they will automatically reload once they run out of ammunition. Whereas if you're just running it as a singular weapon, it doesn't do that. You have to manually reload it. And seeing how fast the the auto revolver goes through ammunition, which is, spoilers, incredibly fast. Yeah. I mean, you could also just kind of spam the reload button. But really? That's a shame. I would have loved to use a Tech 9, but I mean, I could, but it would be best if we were running like shotgun sniper, which actually is a terrible idea. Or if we were running, I don't know, assault rifle shotgun. I have done that, or I suppose like a special weapon assault rifle, having the Tech 9 would be incredibly good. Anyways. Throw on the 2x scope, and then the red dot. Actually, you know what? No, never mind. We're just gonna not. And not. Alrighty. Okay, priority number 1, find enemy corpses. Either slain by us or just dead. I wonder, you know what would be cool? I think it would be pretty cool if the game automatically like highlighted nearby souls to you once you came back in with a curse. Just a thought. Come and relax. Nah, we've got epic recycling, which is very good. We'll grab some musket ammo and a bit of that, and let's go. Okay, we're doing really good on grenades. We're doing good on ammo and good on blessings. All we need to do now is get rid of this curse, and then we'll actually be in the running for a very good run, actually. Enemies. Where are thy enemies? Not here, apparently. Like, seriously, where is everyone? They're all shooting each other outside of my zone. Oh, that's annoying. Mainly because I'm not exactly sure what range gunshots are audible. I'm pretty sure it depends on weapon, if you have a silent suppressor or not, and a couple of other factors. But if we can't hear them at all, it most likely means that they were all fighting either by big power or in small power, which would make sense. Small power is, like, especially in this type of circle, it's, well, the best location to be. You've got high ground, eyes on everybody. Well, good news. We took down an enemy. Give me that. Wait, I think they had 2 souls. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if they perhaps had like a, whatchamacallit. That's a suppressor. I want that. There we go. I wonder if they had a curse of some kind, perhaps. And then we'll throw in the damage analyzer on you. Suppressor, yes. Okay. There we go. Nice. Okay, we're at 2 out of 3, right? Yes. Not bad. Oh, never mind. Here's 3 out of 3. If I could shoot him. We'll throw in a storm grenade. And they evaded it, of course. Well, that's gonna be convenient. There you go. Give me your soul, give me your soul. Where's the nearest statue? Frick. It's over here. Quick, we need to get there. Oh, okay, it's not that far. Cleanse me, curse of big. Okay, we are in the running, folks. We've still got a chance to win this. Well, they did not have much. Or it just all evaporated. Actually, it wouldn't make sense if they didn't have any ammo, though, to explain why they were trying to use the axe on me. Because otherwise they would have just shot me, because I was kind of just hang timing in the air. Which is, I mean, it's an effective tactic. But, it does make you a vulnerable target against enemies who are a good shot. Which, there tend to be a good amount of them. Especially nowadays, I've noticed large resurgence of very, very accurate players. Ah! Case in point! Ah. Friggin'. Here. Okay, first off, where's the enemy? I don't see him. Are they behind us? Nope. Found them. Houses. Yeah. It's the Car 98. Who am I kidding? Oh, right, I can just... I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot I had the recycling blessing. Okay. They're shooting at somebody else that isn't me. That's great. Now, we can go along here, along the riverside, for a couple of reasons. Ow! Oh, they were fighting a sniper enemy, of course. So I killed the... Man, reloading is such a good blessing, especially with... Wow, they are an incredibly good shot. I am incredibly annoyed and also incredibly jealous. Good on you, kid. Evasion tactics. It's working, kind of. Ah, I blinded myself. Also them, I think, because they are not shooting back anymore. Okay, let's throw on a bouncing grenade. Ow, how does that... Okay, you what? Ain't no way, no. I can't friggin... I can't kill him! What? What did I just die to? I swear, if I just got sniped across the map, I'm going to be... I got sniped across the map. There's always that player with the op across the map who ruins your... Oh, I can't do this. I am going to go get some food and then go to bed early because this is crazy. Please, please, please give sniper rifles some kind of optical glint so you can actually tell when somebody's using one at a range. Because otherwise, there is no reason to otherwise run any other category of weapon in the game, especially considering the fact that you can one shot with sniper rifles at point blank and at 150 meters, and there's almost zero fall off for most of them. Yeah, this game. It also doesn't help that the servers are questionable at best. I'm gonna go get some rest. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.